I established the institute in 1985 on my return from London University, where I had gone for doctoral research. While in UK, I realized that there are so many opportunities that students in India don't know about. So I believed that information is power, and disseminating the right information at the right time would enable decisions that would lead to the success of individuals. It was important to help them to find their own path, to find or realize their own dreams. So this was a big challenge, and to overcome this challenge, we started having seminars for parents as well, and advising parents about the importance of making choices that would match with the aptitudes and interests of their children. Parents want the best for their children, but sometimes they tend to live their unfulfilled dreams through the lives of their children. So seminars like these help parents to encourage their children to follow their own chosen paths. The other thing was that another major issue that we had to deal with is misconceptions. Misconceptions like students who don't study science would not make it good in life, or humanities leads to nothing. So we had to address these issues by pointing out that there are no hierarchies in subjects or careers. You take up what you think you would be good at, and you would be in a position to make the most of it. We developed a robust process which is holistic, which looks into the aptitudes, interests, learning styles, aspirations of every individual. And our process is a threefold one of know yourself, inform yourself, and plan for yourself. And it's an ongoing process. So students can get back to us after school, after college, because as we journey in life, we change, the landscape changes. So it's important to revisit our goals and to realign our roadmap with our goals. The process that they go through is first know yourself, which entails a battery of tests to determine their aptitudes, their interests, their learning styles, their vocational personality, aspirations. And we look at all of this and then inform them of all the opportunities that exist today. So there's a presentation on emerging educational and career trends. And once that is done, we go in for individual counseling, following which we help the individual to design a personal, educational, and career roadmap. So we have lots of people walking in for counseling at the institute. When we go to the schools, the process starts with us sending the holistic battery of tests that the students have to take. That comes back to us for analysis, and then our expert counselors go to the school, conduct a seminar, and end up interacting with each and every student individually, following which we send them a report, and in any case the students have already discussed and designed their immediate goals and the approach to the realization of those goals. We have many success stories of students who were able to actually tune into the purpose of their lives.
It was through the guidance of Dr. Amrita Das and the faculty that for the first time, it was my first attempt, and I got through the UPPCS. And then I realized that I could also go for the above higher services, that is the Indian Administrative Services. And for the first time I appeared in, that was way back in 2001, but I couldn't crack it. It was for the first time in 2003 that I got through the civil services, and all credit goes to ICS because they prepared me really so well for the exams, and I owe a lot to
me. I happened to come here and took a test which kind of gave me a profile of what I am as a person, my career profile, what kind of things I'd be good at, and it was a very it was a very in-depth kind of test. It brought out results which even I couldn't predict. I hadn't talked to the ICS staff about wanting to be a filmmaker, and surprisingly, the results actually came out that I would be very good at mass communication and in the media. And I was so excited when my parents heard that, and I think that was the turning point where I could start to convince them that it was something that was possible, and I could make a good career out of it. I could earn money, I could have a profession, and that's how it all started.
What we tell them is that their passion should be their profession. It's right there, but an emphasis of the strengths, an understanding of where the aptitudes could lead them, an appreciation of the interests, all come together in providing a very strong indicator of what would be an ideal career choice. There's a huge lack of educational and career counselors in our country. So we've planned a one-year diploma course on educational and career counseling for teachers, and this will be delivered on an e-platform, and we hope that many more educational and career counselors will be able to guide students across the country to tap their potential and to ensure that they are able to lead meaningful lives through having careers of their choice. We have, through the process of educational and career counseling, through our visits to the schools, we identified a lot of other felt needs. A major one was training programs for teachers and principals. So we designed a large range of programs for teachers in innovative teaching techniques and for principals on leadership. We will soon have a tie-up with the Institute of Education, University of London, to deliver a Master's in Advanced Educational Practices in India. We provide a very strong international counseling support to our students. Now, a spin-off has been that we've been invited by universities in Singapore, in Canada, in UK to visit them, to give talks, to share our system of education there. And as a result of this contact, we have been able to organize a large number of workshops for our students, wherein we have invited experts from those universities. So there's a lot of global interaction that has happened, and the Institute for Career Studies has been a catalyst for this as well. That if you take up a subject that you love, it acts as a catalyst for your intellectual development. It leads to higher order thinking skills, and thereafter you can take on the world. There are a number of core beliefs that I have, which I feel perhaps are integrated, which have worked for me. One is follow your heart. Added to that, what Walt Disney said, if you can dream it, you can do it. I believe you are what your deep driving desire is. As your desire is, so is your will. As your will is, so are your deeds. As your deeds are, so is your destiny. So from 2 schools and a very small beginning, today we have over 200 member schools, and we have reached out to over 200,000 students in 28 years.
Added fun of being at ICS. You see peacocks. Okay, so should I
use that for the ending?
Yes.
Right?
the peacocks?
I like being at ICS, they have peacocks.
Yeah, why not?
Take it away from the science and all.
Yeah, absolutely.